Clinton Sessman. He's our mechanic as well. No, not really, but we did get some crucial advice from him. It's a cold morning in Cape Town, but that hasn't stopped all the riders and drivers from making their way to what is going to be an incredible day here at Killarney Raceway. My name is Ernest Page, this is Dexter Bruce, and you are watching the Power Series.
Good morning, race fans of Metalhead. It is amazing to be here. The cold really put a different spin on this morning.
It is quite exciting. I feel like some of these drivers and riders, they don't like to sit out in the cold. They'd rather be in their cars. So there's this weird excitement that where the guys are actually feeling like they are buzzing. They want to get out there. They want to get going.
It's kind of like the ones that are good looks. Rather be on the field than sitting on the bench because it's not normal on the field.
Oh yes, Serge. So the thing is that we've spoken to some of the guys, we walked around the pit lane, and today the timetable looks slightly different. There's a big focus on bikes today. The Clubman's guys aren't here today, and of course to all our Muslim brothers and sisters out there, Eid Mubarak to all of you guys. Enjoy the day today, and hopefully some of the guys will make, we'll see you guys later. Don't tell the wives necessarily, but, but we'll see you guys later. But back to the action. If you look on your screen on the right hand side here, on that side over there next to Dex, I feel like a weatherman. If you look over here, you can see that the bikes are out. Ryan Coetzee leads us off in the bikes with Zante Otto, a young gentleman that we've spoken to many times, out in second place at the moment. Gavin Smith, Garrett Goss, Jamie Hall, Wouter Smith, all in the mix over there at the moment.
And of course, Abigail Broussard, we know Abigail, she's always here giving an interview. Fantastic 60-60 rider, she's over there as well. Stavro Michael, Nicholas Hutchins, of course, from the
HSC.
They're always in the ball.
Well, HSC's got so many cars and bikes out on circuit. They do short circuit, they do main circuit, they do bikes, they do cars. And we've just spoken to their team manager this morning. They are out in force, although one of their riders isn't here today. They're always looking for good results. So HSC, watch out for them today.
Oh, they are. They're ever-present. Good family team.
Yeah, yeah.
Rally behind all the riders. A lot of the riders and drivers are super young. Except for Trevor.
Oh, Trevor Hutchins, Will Trevor as we call him, but he's still out there. He's still out there. Look, we as we said, we don't have some of the categories today, but the categories we do have today. Formula Libre will be first out racing at 9:30 is when the action starts. After them will be Spitfire, Furniture, Sports, and GT cars. And Dexter, we saw some interesting cars in that category in qualifying this morning.
Absolutely. I love the sports GT. We also have, I think, the supercars are joining with the Bijo Trustees cars.
Yes, this is the second time we've seen this now. The Caltron Formula Supercars joining with the Bijo Trustees. They're all on the same grid. They're not racing each other, but it does mean that the classes are supported and they can be on the day because they are two fairly small categories. But now, all of a sudden, there's new life that's been breathed into both of those formulas.
And of course, not forgetting the GTI Challenge guys. They are probably the biggest field. I think there's going to be a fight.
Oh, it's going to be a fight.
I think so.
We chatted to Kai van Zyl this morning, and him and I were both looking up in the sky as we feel little speckles of water fall onto our foreheads, Dexter. Well, my forehead. So the thing is that it is threatening rain at the moment, and the GTI Challenge guys, they go boxing either way. But if it's raining today, we can expect a lot more action from them later on. GTI Challenge, of course, will be the final race before lunchtime, after which the Master Drive Mustang will once again be taking out winners for lunch. This seems to be a regular occurrence now, where Master Drive in Eugene from Master Drive will be taking out winners, fans, special people like me and you. No, we're not going anywhere. Like special people like you guys out there. There'll be competitions over the coming weeks and months, so watch out for that as the first of our guests joins us. And we got one of our GTI Challenge representatives over here, Marco Busi. Marco, come on in, pull the mic up nice and close to you, and let's get chatting, let's get catching up and talking about what's happening today. I haven't seen you behind the wheel for a while. What's been happening?
It's a combination of a few things. I had a back injury early on this year.
Oh no!
Yeah, so that put me out. I wanted to do the first round, and also we just used the time for myself to recover, and also just to get the car ready slowly but surely, not rush everything.
Yeah, so you're back today.
Yes, so today's my first day back in 5 months. So.
Wow! And how are you feeling?
All right. Still in a little bit of pain here and there, but it's not nearly as bad as what it used to be. So I'm happy about that. The car, and it's not 100%. I don't think we haven't had a lot of time to get everything ready. And so yeah, I mean, we're getting there slowly. It's a work in progress. I have no expectations for this weekend.
Yeah, and that's a good mentality to go in here. Whatever happens, happens. It's very competitive out there. But you being someone that would win all the time, surely at some stage that is one of the goals for you guys. Or where you at? Are you like me now? You're just here for the fun at the moment, or you're here to win?
100%. As long as I'm here, it will never be just for the fun. Of course, it is always fun to be here. That's why we do it. It's a passion and a hobby. But as long as I'm here, I always want to win. So that's the aim. We've got a slow progress plan, and the plan for this year is really just to get the car up to speed and myself. And yeah, the level in Class A especially is quite high. So that's the kind of commitment it takes, and I don't always have the time. So the plan is to slowly get there. I'm hoping by the next race meeting we'll be a lot closer than what we are at the moment.
Well, for someone that's had that kind of injury myself, it's usually a tough road, but as you've got the mental fortitude, you've done this before, you've won before, and I look forward to seeing your journey for the rest of the year.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck, man. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Marco Busi, the older brother of the two Busi brothers, both of them finding success locally and nationally, and Busi's back.
The enthusiasm of a young man is absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's there and he wants to win.
The will to win.
The will to win is strong, bro.
It's strong. But the Busi family's always been like that. They've always been very competitive with the support of the family as well, the parents as well. So I look forward to seeing how the Busis do this year. Once again, Marco Busi's back in GTI Challenge. And then, of course, we've got Pirelli V8 Masters. They're also back today. Are they going to be boxing one another? Are they going to be staying out of each other's ways?
I had to think about this. They kind of like the older version of the GTI Challenge. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They don't really care.
They don't really care.
They don't really
Those panels are apparently replaceable.
They're supposed to be replaceable, and they will be removed during and after the race.
so watch out for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And always watch the first corner. They've got some strict rules about where their cars have to be on turn one. But I do like to watch the first couple of laps of that race because it's always exciting, always lots of interesting tussles going on as we get to what looks like the end of the qualifying for the STC 650s and the SSP class. Ryan Kutsia leading us off. Nicholas Hutchings, the young Nicholas Hutchings, in second place. There was Zante Otto in third. And then Adrian Solomon leading off SSP as the qualifying board ticks off the screen. And we head into the next qualifying. That'll be South Motorcycles Clubman's Classic and Breakfast Run, where Breakfast Run, as we've mentioned these classes before, that's where the new guys come to show their mettle. And if you prove yourself here, you move up.
You know, and it's always good to see the classics. I mean, Sharif Reynolds, he's ever present. The chairman of the club, Wade, as well. Mr. Wayne Arendse, he's always there. As Tiny from the Tiny's desk.
Not so tiny.
Gives us a bit of a wave. So I mean, I think it's fantastic to see how you kind of progress from the breakfast motorcycles up until where you want to be, either the 650s or the Clubmans or whatever. But the breakfast class is really the entry-level class, and I think that's a good way to come in. And we've seen it grown from time to time. I mean, the last couple of years, I can honestly say, the motorcycles are standing well over 40 motorcycles today, and I think that's incredible to see.
They're growing.
Really
they're an enthusiastic bunch. They support one another, and that's what we need to see in motorsport in all facets. But you mentioned something very important there, Dexter, is that it starts with a breakfast run. It starts with a track day. It starts with just going up against the clock, and all of a sudden you want to test yourself against other drivers and riders, and that's exactly what we see it today. Jaco Oosthuizen is with us today, and Jaco started off doing track days.
Good story.
And then he eventually decided that he was going to do a time track day, a competition track day. Jaco Oosthuizen, nice to see you again. Grab a seat, grab the mic, and just watch your back there. You got the mic behind you there. It's always so awkward when you're getting ready to sit down because it's live. You don't want to knock anything over. So, and after, you know, even for us, it's always like a moment, so don't worry about it. And welcome. But we were just saying now, Jaco, that you came through from track days, you came through from doing one little event here to feel the water, and now all of a sudden you're here.
Yeah, it's been a big change from just sort of enjoying the car for track days, and pretty much got it to a place where it's race ready. Like I told you last time, just getting the cage in. It's always been a dream, obviously, to get the car to go from track days and race full time. But obviously, you look at budgets, you look at all those sort of things, and yeah, it's been a dream come true, and like I say, a major change. Yeah, it's lekker. It's very different going
That's
from
all we need to know. It's
very
lekker.
different going from
It's
track
lekker.
days to race days.
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
the pace
Yeah.
is a little different. Eh?
Yeah.
So where do you think? I mean, the car has sort of progressed from time to time, and it's evolved. Where would you like the car to be by the end of the year or next year?
That's a good question.
Well, yeah, like I said, it started from a stock standard 160i, which did 140, like
Yeah.
highs, 140s, and we're into the 30. I think my quickest was 37 so far. And if you want to be sort of on pace, front runner in fine cars, 32 is the breakout. So yeah,
We're
we've
thinking
got
about 5 cars
seconds
as
to-
well, so
we-
we're
we're
listening.
joining you
We're
soon.
listening, eh? We're
Yeah,
listening.
we've got 5 seconds to still gain, but
Yeah.
I think we're getting there slowly. Like I say, every race day we sort of try and get a half a second quicker.
So what did you change since the last time?
Well, obviously did the head, the cams, the side drafts, and then stiffened up the suspension, upgraded the brakes. But I'm still on road tires, so
I was about to mention. I mean,
Yeah.
that in there lies at least a second or two,
Yeah.
maybe even.
yeah. Well, a lot of people say with the slicks, you can pretty much take off 2 to 3 seconds on
Yeah,
a lap.
yeah.
But the reason I couldn't go to semis yet is because I haven't baffled the sum. So it's a whole technical thing. But yeah, if you put semis on,
So
you don't
I'm
baffle
gonna
the sum.
touch on that. I like the technical stuff. I think
Yeah.
the G's go up when you put the sticky rubber on.
Yeah.
The fluid and the oil then flushes to the swishes to the one side.
Correct.
So in order to save the engine,
Yeah.
you first have to do the sump and then the tires.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So we don't want to do everything all at once and then jump in and sort of
Yeah.
don't know what you're driving. So that's why we sort of progressively, bettered the car. So
I
we
can,
can get a
I can
better
honestly
feel.
tell you, being around the paddock area for a long time, you're probably the only one that has sort of done it this way. Everybody jumps in there, hands and feet. You get the slicks, you get the LS, you get
I bought
this.
everything one time.
And you want to do one time, 1 minute 30s. So it's nice to see the progress from 140s and you're working your way to a point where you want to be, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
What do you think is the next big step for you besides sort of tires?
Well, definitely semis. So
Okay.
we're looking at we've got some cards up our sleeves when it comes to the motors.
Okay,
So
okay.
Secrets. Secrets.
we'll leave that aside. We'll leave that for the track to the side. But yeah, the sum being baffled and then going to semis, I think will definitely be a better pace for us.
Christopher Long pulling through today. Is this a lunchtime show we're looking forward to? That must be the lunchtime show, guys, over there. Jaco Oosthuizen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
As always, good luck today. Get your head in the game. I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
Thank you very much.
We'll
I
catch you
appreciate
soon.
it.
Cheers,
Thanks,
man.
eh.
Have a good one.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Jaco
What a nice
Oosthuizen.
story.
I know,
What a
I know,
nice
right?
story.
Someone that's also got a nice story. I'm going to leave you two guys alone.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you and Wayne alone. Wayne. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that segment of the show where we get the bike update from Wayne. Wayne, over to you.
Wait, come grab a seat here. Come closer, come closer. Good morning.
Morning,
How are
morning,
you?
morning. Well, and you?
You're looking very fresh. You are looking, the hair's gelled. He hasn't got a helmet on yet. So give him some time. The weather. You know, it's always a thing with you guys.
Yeah, no, the weather's a bit dicey today. I'm not a fan of this weather.
Right.
I'm a blue sky, sunshine,
Yes.
fair weather rider. So when the rains come, if the rains do come, then I just circulate just to get some points and just keep it upright and not damage the bike, not injure myself.
Absolutely, absolutely,
So
absolutely.
that's kind of the sensible thing to do. But then of course you always get those crazies. Eh?
You do. I've been chatting to a little bit of the guys at the Red Star and so forth, and they really praising the fact the way Kilani has handled the motorcycle fraternity here and how well it's grown just in a year.
Yeah.
What, in your opinion, is like the club secret? Why has it grown from
Testing,
12 motorcycles to today, well over 30 in the 40s?
Look, I don't know. I suppose it's not just put down to one thing. It's probably a combination of factors. Probably
Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4,
we've got a
5.
good bunch of guys here,
Yeah.
and we're all friendly, and we're always encouraging our friends and even people we just meet
Yeah.
to come and race.
Yeah, yeah.
So we always encourage people to come and race, and of course we've got a decent set of rules. The rules cater for effectively everyone. You can come with a classic bike, you come with 1,000, come with a
Right.
600, come with a 650, come with a 300. We've got a class for you to race in. So we've covered all the bases.
Okay.
So I think that's part of a success.
So obviously, like the rules is a big thing, and how does it go in the paddock with regards to helping one another? Is it a big thing for you guys?
Definitely, we all help each other. If you look down the pit, it's not very full today.
Yeah.
But that's because a lot of the guys are making use of the front pits,
Yes.
where they use
Absolutely.
the front in the main pit lane. But we always help each other. Like in terms of if a guy, like I remember a few race meetings back, one guy crashed
Yeah.
in race one.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
and he needed to get the bike sorted
Yeah.
for race 2. You will not believe me, but his opposition, the guy he was competing against in the championship, was helping him fix his
That's
bike.
so unique.
So that's, I suppose that's part of the secret. It's just
Absolutely.
friendliness and
Yeah.
helping each other out, the camaraderie.
And for me, like obviously, I've been a little bit of a biker myself. Coming from sort of the rallies to this, there's that certain biker fraternity that really translates into the track. And I see that with you guys where,
Yeah.
you know, you're always nodding at the other motorcyclists. And that happens here.
Yes, no, that's true. You know, I ride on the road as well. Obviously, much slower than what we do here on the
We would
track.
hope so. We would
yes,
hope so.
no, for sure. But and I agree with you. When we ride on the road, you see a bike coming on, you nod your head, you tilt your head, and he does the same. And it's just that
Absolutely.
acknowledgement, you know,
Absolutely.
that we both are of the same family.
Yes,
you know.
yes, yes.
So yeah.
Today's a little bit cold. We're looking at about a 17 degrees track temperature, probably going to be 18 or 20 degrees. When it's so cold, what do you think the guys should be doing? For the younger guys out there that want to come this way, what is your veteran advice to them?
Yeah, look, when it's cold, I'm not sure what the other guys are doing, but what I do is I basically don't do much changes to the bike.
Yeah.
I basically just change the riding style
Okay.
by backing it off. Instead of going at 10 to 100%, I'll maybe go at 90%.
Okay.
Just to have that little bit of room for error, just so that I'm a bit more cautious, because you don't know what the circuit's going to throw at you when you go out there now.
So a softer setup, does it help? Does it not
A
help?
softer setup would probably help, yes.
Right. And you guys don't change the tire unless it really starts to rain
Yeah,
to go on a
look,
wet.
the guys, they do have wets here, but some guys have got a huge advantage. They've got spare rims. So they've got the wets ready on rims. So it's just a case of swapping wheels.
Yeah.
Whereas other guys don't have spare rims, but they've got wets. So they need to take those wheels out, get those tires removed, put the wets on and get the wheels back in.
It's a bit of a slip.
And the chances of doing that again later in the day when it dries out or when it gets warm, wet,
100%.
whatever, it's a repeat exercise.
100%.
So,
the
yeah.
last thing is, I've noticed quite a bit. You and I had this conversation not too long ago about the tire warmers.
Yes.
Some guys do have it, some guys don't. I'm assuming that it's a financial thing, but how much does it actually help you guys?
It really does help a lot, especially on a day like today when it's so cold.
Okay.
Because you want to go out with warm tires, because then the warm tire grips and a cold tire
One,
doesn't
two.
grip.
Wow.
So you want to
Testing.
know
One,
that
two,
as you
three,
leave pit
four,
lane,
five.
you've got the grip there already. You don't
Yeah.
need to still spend 2 laps to warm up the tires and get some heat in the tires.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The other thing I just wanted to comment on earlier when you mentioned about what our success is,
Yeah.
something I forgot is we've got this riding school that we use to get new riders to come and join us into the breakfast run class.
Sure.
So the starting point is for guys who ride on the road, they come and join us on the riding schools where they can ride their road bike on the circuit, and we give them all the tips that they need. And then when they're ready, they upgrade to the breakfast run class, and from there to the clubman class.
That's the school of thought.
That's the
Okay,
school of
so
thought,
do
yeah.
you have to migrate by your time, or do you know when you're ready?
Basically, the committee will advise the guys, depending
Okay.
on what bike they're on, and we advise them which is the class for them, and we explain to them where to get the rules and everything.
It's such a
So
good
we
vibe.
guide them all the
It's
way.
such a good vibe. Well, thank you so much again for chatting and giving us the update. We hope to see you again in the lunchtime show just to give us a mid-corner update to see what's happening halfway through the day.
Sure.
Good luck, brother.
Thank you. Cheers.
That's
Bye-bye.
Wayne Arends. Always such a happy guy around the puts.
Can I come back?
You welcome, sir.
Oh,
you
thank you,
welcome.
thank you.
welcome.
Thank you. Good to be back, folks. Good to be back.
What a story, eh? Also,
Yeah.
so nice to know that the technical thing on a bike, and really speaking about the success rate going into what they are doing is, I mean, there were 12 motorcycles at last year's event. They're standing on well over 30, 40 riders now. Just how they've helped one another to get to the start line, to progress from the school, from the school all the way till by the breakfast class, till into the class. And what it is the committee advises you as to where they feel that you should be.
Is it?
So from the school,
Because there's a big safety aspect when it comes to
the risks are obviously a lot higher, you know. So it's nice to see that we've got
Yeah.
another guest.
Another
And
one.
We mentioned a little bit earlier.
Abby, come on in. And Abby, the rain out there. Grab the mic. Let's get you in there.
Hello.
Abby, we feeling the droplets of rain. Firstly,
No.
welcome.
Oh.
Are you ignoring the droplets of rain?
I haven't felt anything, so yeah.
I thought the bikers would be more sensitive to it, but what's your mindset on a day like today? You look so relaxed as always.
So I think the droplets could have caused my crash now in qualifying.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm actually really positive about it.
So
I
you had an
love
off
the
now
race.
in qualifying.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I'm still second on the grid.
Cool.
3 points.
I mean,
so it's still good.
come
I can
on.
go out for a race
Different
run.
breed.
Can we just have a moment? She crashed. She's still second and she's having an interview with us.
Bubbly as always.
I mean, if we were off, bro, we off.
Yeah, I'm off. So this is obviously the mindset that's needed. This is the biker's mindset. You got to get back on the saddle, refocus, sort of get back in there.
Yeah, so yeah, you have a vision, you're trying to achieve it. Sometimes you crash, sometimes you don't. If you crash, you fix it, and then you go back on the track. It's about overcoming those fears of, no, I can't do it, or like, oh no, I'm probably going to crash again. Like, oh well, everyone makes mistakes. That's how you learn
Wow.
to race. That's how you get like faster and faster and faster.
I'm just making notes here because I need this for myself when I crash. But it's true though, that overcoming and taking that next step, it's often the hardest. If you can make that next step the easiest, then the rest comes on its own afterwards, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's cosmetics on my bike, so it's easy fix. I can go out for the next race. And I'm going for that #1 spot, so I have my vision clearly. I'm not going to let anyone stop me.
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely. And having a team around you, I mean, this really it does help. You
It
obviously
does.
inspired quite a lot of younger ladies out there that are wanting to ride. How important is it to have like a network around you to sort of repair the bike now, getting it out there? What do you do?
So everyone here at Kalani, we help each other. It's like even if you don't know the person next to you, it's like if you ask them to help with something, then they'll help you.
Yes.
Because yeah, we trying to uplift one another to try to get the best possible results. And especially because most of the overseas riders that, or like the riders from South Africa who go overseas, is mostly Joburg goats, and we don't really want that because Cape Town is like pushed to the side. So now that everyone is helping everyone, so you're trying to like make the next MotoGP, like the next Brad Binder,
Yes.
So you're trying to uplift them to the point where they are, or they can go overseas and represent South Africa. So yeah, it's so nice having a community. I have my team, Project 6060, who helps me with everything. They're quickly going to the shops to buy me a brake lever now, so that's amazing. But yeah, so everyone here is like a big family, and we help each
lovely.
other, and it's really nice.
Well, it does seem that way, and I hope that the next big name comes from Cape Town. I hope the next big name comes from here somewhere. We've got a whole bunch new bikers on that list. Abby, not
She's
so
there.
new anymore, but on the list as well. We look forward to seeing how your race goes. Good luck.
Yes, thank you so much. Have
Yeah.
a great day. I'll probably
We will.
speak later.
Yeah,
so.
no problem. We'll
Anyway,
talk at some stage
bye.
again. Ladies and gentlemen, there she goes. Second on the grid after an interesting qualifying, but back in the saddle, and that's all that matters.
So motivated,
So
eh?
motivated.
Sanctified Saturday.
Sanctified Saturday.
Come on.
Feeling sanctified, people. But it's amazing, like, to have that mental fortitude to be able to get back on the saddle like that. That's one of the reasons I've been invited to come ride so many times. I'm not gonna say, but I just like, I don't want to.
Listen, you're not her age. If you fall, you're not going to be interviewing anybody.
You know, in her age, if you fall, you bounce. At my age, if you fall, you just stay down.
I'll be interviewing on the hospital bed. So how did it go?
I'll make it to work, guys. I'll come in my wheelchair. But unbelievable fortitude there. I look forward to seeing how she does as we head off into the final, or at least the opening stages of the MCSPA qualifying that just started out. These are the big boys here.
Brad Bodsworth in the mix there, P10.
Oh, Big B.
Daniel
Bodsworth, Jason Lineker, Sean Mackerel, so a couple of big names over here, and let's see how they do now as the SBK boys head out for qualifying. After them will be the Triumph Motorcycles and the SBK Challenge. At least this is the SBK Challenge now, and I think after this we're going to head straight into the main event of the day and start off with the races. Formula Libre kicking us off, and then we're going to be heading over to the guys upstairs.
Absolutely.
So it's almost that time, Dexter. 9:30 the racing starts. Today's going to be jam-packed. First Formula Libre, the RDSA guys, I chatted to them this week. They've been prepping furiously their car that finished second last time, and they're hoping for a first place finish this week. And then of course Sports and GT, and then the Peugeot Trustees fine cars, and the Formula Supercars guys are also growing. I saw the updates this week. There's a couple of new cars out there as well. The guys trying to get the numbers up. I can hear us on the PA system now. So if you guys can hear us out there in the pits, good luck. We're 15 minutes away from race day, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9:15, and we are about to go racing, people.
Well, if you want to come out and check it, of course, you can buy a Ticketmaster. There is still that's the special going on. 60 Rand on Ticketmaster. Online, get you in. You save $100.
That's it.
We are going to be moving to a slightly higher price at the gate. In a month's time, from 80 Rand, we're going to migrate to 100 Rand.
Okay.
But the Ticketmaster special is still going to stay for the month of June
Wow,
and July. Nice to see that.
Nice to see
Kilani
that.
really going the extra mile
Yeah.
and really trying to get the online sales moving. So please, even though it's cold, there's a lot to do.
Yeah.
What about, we've got drifting as well.
Oh, I saw Chris Long. Morning. Welcome back.
Daniel Blazer has put together a little bit of something,
has he?
something. I think
Oh, yes,
they-
of course. The other side over there. Yes, I forgot about that.
20 cars or so, and
Yes.
they're doing a bit of an exhibition. I think it's Drift Corner.
It's Drift Corner. They're going to be on the pitch over there. It's actually a little competition thing. I think I might sneak over there later on to go have a look.
Yeah.
And the Raceweb cars are going to be there as well. They're going to be there with their 350Zs.
Yeah.
So it's going to be quite interesting. There's a lot more to do here today. So if you do want to come watch, you don't just have to watch bike racing or car racing.
Yeah.
You can go watch the Drift Corner as well.
Absolutely, and of course, we've got food stalls, we've got the kiddies park. There's a whole host of activity happening at the clubhouse. And one thing that I like to do, and I've always have done it, is I like to walk to the sort of the parking area, look at the cars.
No, yeah. Well, because
You know what I mean?
your car
No, never
that you've
mind.
ju-
Never mind,
is parked. You know when somebody parks their car like in such a way that it looks cool?
No.
A friend of ours. We're not talking about the friend. We're talking about you. When I walked out the parking lot, I could see a car. I know. But it's cool, though. We are car enthusiasts.
Yeah,
So there
yeah.
are plenty car enthusiast cars, even in the parking lots over
So
there.
good, it's so good. Watching a couple of people's vlogs and so forth, they like forming through the pits, forming what's happening. But being here is the main thing, Ernest. You want to come out here, it's a whole day event, you've got plenty time to come around. Please get yourself, and of course you can braai even though it's cold, it's not raining yet.
Yeah.
So a little bit of fire won't be bad.
A little bit of fire won't be bad at all. We were talking about the RDSA car in Formula Libre, but then of course, you can't mention Formula Libre without mentioning DJ Boyson. DJ Boyson's here to join us now. DK, DJ Boyson in the house.
Rico Barlow Racing.
How's it going? Are you ready? Are you ready for action? How's the car looking? It's open wheel racing today. When it rains, you guys feel it the most.
Yeah, luckily we have wet tires, eh? But stay clear.
Let me just keep that for you. There you go.
Yeah. So we are hoping the weather must stay clear. So yeah, and the competition is big up front now, especially with the points.
Yeah.
Storm Lanfear.
We were
he's-
talking about him. He got second last time, didn't he?
Yeah, and we had a nice dice. The times are very close. He's a youngster coming from karting very quickly. Unfortunately, Byron had a big accident in practice last week with his car. And I think he's busy prepping the car for the hill climb.
Yes.
So yeah, it looks like the battle's going to be between me and Storm Lanfear.
Ooh, that should be interesting
Yeah,
stuff.
it's really good. And just explain to us about the different classes that you guys have.
Yeah, look, Class S is open, so rings and slicks, and you can basically do anything on your motor. Then we have Class A. Class A is lap times, according to lap times. And Class B, etc. So when you fall, it's basically the same as Clubman's. So you fall into time slots, and then we have Class V. That's only Formula V's with a normal Golf, City
Yeah.
Golf engine in.
And you
basically.
guys have sort of an unspoken agreement about the tires, etc., where you guys generally run the same sort of tires on your cars.
we
You're the
in
Formula
a
VW.
yes, yeah, we in the situation we want to cap the tires. So all the Formula Volkswagens must run according to one certain type of slick and a certain amount of type of slicks. So it's not about budget racing. So we implemented it for next year, basically.
Okay, cool.
It's very unique. I mean, you guys obviously do open wheel racing, so contact is like sort of a no-go for you.
Yeah,
but,
no,
But these rallycross man aren't the same, eh?
but you guys kind of keep it pretty close.
Yeah, look, around the corner we touch the wheels, but basically on the sides. But I mean, yeah, if you can avoid the contact, the better. So.
Yeah, the thing about single seaters, when they touch, one goes up, one goes there.
Yeah, no, it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous, yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're feeling the rain droplets. Are you not giving away too much of a strategy? Where you guys are going out soon, so I have to let you go soon.
Yeah, no problem.
What's your strategy going into race one? You guys are the first
Look,
race of the day.
it's basic, it's simple. Bring the tire pressures down. Obviously, because you get more heat in the tires, because obviously it's going to slow on the tire, and basically the setup you must make it soft. Basically, take the anti-rolls off, and you go for it. Little flag drops.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I've shown a great interest into sort of the open wheel racing side of things. For young guys to get involved, what do they need to do?
Yeah, they can either come see me. we have a webpage with Diker Racing, or they can come to the club committee. Sean Rees, his wife, Lee, she's also involved in it. And if you just want to come talk and get more about it and know more about it, we are there. We're more than willing to give them a feedback and say, okay, what class? But my suggestion is start your way up from V and go forward.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. DJ Boyson is going to be out there very shortly. DJ, I'm going to grab that
Awesome.
mic and I'm going to let you go because it's go time now for you guys. It's go time. I'm so excited. They've got 10 minutes to go before he's got to be out there. He seems so relaxed. He's ready for action. Jumps back on the scooter and off he goes. Storm Landfield, we were talking about earlier on, is the driver I've been chatting to briefly, and he is ready for action. The new guy on the block. And I think that the race is on between those two drivers, the two of them, so watch out for them at the front of the grid.
A fairly big field as well. They've really grown from where they were before. A couple of cars, 6 or 7, they would tag along with
big now,
the supercars.
Class V guys, look at that.
On their own. They're on their own. They actually followed
yeah.
the page, and it's nice to see that the open wheel racing in Cape Town has really grown from strength to strength. You know?
The thing is, we've got multiple champions from Cape Town racing in the Nationals, Formula 1600s, etc. So we've got the talent here because of the karting section that's so big. There's a lot happening on the karting section. Then the guys come to single seaters, they go there. They sometimes skip straight over Formula V before, historically at least straight over the Formula Libre. Now the guys that are racing nationals can play in Cape Town with a competitive class, the class that's growing, and I think that's what we're seeing now. We're seeing a couple of guys like Storm who also races as aspirations for the nationals. Now finds himself here. Other drivers, as he mentioned, unfortunately Mitchell not here today either. And the Rackstraw also unfortunately not here today, both of whom are getting ready for the hill climb happening in the next coming weeks.
One class that we haven't mentioned yet, and this was before we go, is the Sports and GTs. You've got the sheet in front of you. The Sports and GT guys, they are quite a nice, fantastic field. They're also growing very strongly. Steve Humble, Francis Carruthers, the likes of Gary Keith Sweater, all of those guys in the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. That pole beam of Steve Humble, absolutely quick.
You say I've got it here. I don't think I've got it here. My fingers though, my fingers aren't working. I'm not gonna lie. My fingers are not working at the moment. It's a little bit cold out here, people. Personally, I think these working conditions aren't great. But I gotta say, I feel
can we have a heater?
Can we have a heater up in here? Umbrella or something. But I feel for the drivers because the nerves now, bro. Because all of them are expecting something.
But
either it's gonna rain or it's not gonna rain.
You kind of know what this is like, right?
I love it.
Because
I love it.
With Rallycross, surface change is a real thing.
Oh, I hate it. I hate surface change. He likes it. We both do Rallycross.
I love it.
And then I come around the corner after one lap. It was dry a lap ago. Now it's muddy all of a sudden. I'm not a fan. But what I do remember is the jitters that comes with the morning like this. It's 9:24, 24 minutes past. You're racing at 9:30 in an open wheel car and the rain is about to come down and you don't know.
You don't know. Should I make changes or should I not make changes? What am I telling the mechanic?
What am I telling the mechanic? Am I going to keep those tires ready? For the bike guys, Wayne said earlier on, they don't even have rims sometimes. So these nerves are real and it gets me excited for these guys. What I'm also excited for, and I've got the list here of the GTI Challenge guys, it's extensive. Someone that's new here in Class C that I think is going to do well. Our guy that we were supporting, and we're supporting a few guys. Faisal Jacobs, obviously our #1 guy. But someone we're looking forward to as well is Dylan van Eerden. He did exceptionally well last time. And I think Dylan van Eerden's back. He is back in the RVE digital marketing car. And his brother is also back in Class B, Ryan van Eerden.
He did mention there's a bit of a threat coming from Matthew Rowe as well as the Fontini car.
Yes, Cooper.
So the Fontini car, you've got Faisal Jacobs, you got Van Eerden. It's going to be a bit of a battle at the back there. That's the Class C. Class B, Zaki Hendricks is right on top again. Somebody needs to please sort him out. Can we
well,
just...
Ryan van Eerden is back in there as well. Chase Harold, also back last year's Class C champion, back in the mix in Class B. And then, of course, you can't forget Kyle Wiltshire, Brent van der Schyff, Tate Bishop, and Mark Thompson, who is multiple champion as well. So Class B, I think, has suddenly become the pick of the bunch, the debutante class, all of a sudden. And now they are shining the light the brightest. But Class A, of course, we can forget.
Ooh, Class A. I mean, those are the quick boys. You've got the best of the best there. You've got Skarl Geldenhuys, you've got Kai van Zyl, Yuri Swart, of course, Umpi, Marco Busi, we just interviewed him.
Charles Visser.
Can't rule him out.
Front runner in Polo Cup, Charles Visser now finds himself also in the mix here. But Yuri Swart has separated himself in qualifying with a 24.6, if I'm not mistaken, which is just incredible. Kai van Zyl Rafael doing a 25-0. So the bunch is quite packed as the Formula Libre guys now make their way through Kelly Fletcher.
I'm feeling it. It's a lot more than what it was
It's
a little bit
coming
earlier.
down. It's starting to come down now. It's starting to come down, ladies and gentlemen, as the Formula Libre cars make their
how
way.
is this? You've now just told the mechanics. I think it's going to be okay. I think we're going to have a dry race, Ernest.
Oh.
Let's send the car out.
Let's
on
send the
six,
car out, it's
and I
fine.
pull to the pre-race.
Yes,
And it started right.
the same thing happened to me once. It was just incredible stuff. And this is the drama that we've come to know and love in motorsport. This is the drama we've come to know and love yet. Kilani in the Power Series. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hand it over to the guys up in the tower, the eye in the sky, the voice from above. My name is Ernest Page. This is Dexter Bruce. We are about to go racing as the rain comes down. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned because we are going racing.
Well, thank you very much there, Ernest and Dexter. And yeah, welcome everybody to Killarney International Raceway